Coming up,
So now we're gonna wrap the salmon around what we call nashi pear or Asian pear.
we'll show you chef-inspired ways to make your veggies tastier. Then there's a new gym in town. We'll break a sweat and take a tour. Plus, we'll meet another player from South Florida's new professional women's soccer team and find out when you should go to the emergency room versus the urgent care. All that and more is today on SoFlo Health. Hello and welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and today we're at Oasis Fit, one of the newest gyms and definitely the biggest gyms, wellness centers here in Hollandale. We're about to go upstairs and meet Gabby and find out more about it as soon as this elevator arrives. I think that's about now. Perfect. I'll see you upstairs. It's the second floor, in case you're wondering. As promised, this is Gabby. She is the owner of Oasis Fit. Gabby, thanks for having us here today.
Always, welcome.
What is Oasis Fit?
Oasis Fit is basically a one-stop shop for anybody who wants to spend their entire day here. Whether you want to do a Pilates class in the morning, hot yoga, cryotherapy right after, we can go ahead and move into doing your nails, a massage. This is the place for you.
It's absolutely massive and
huge.
very beautiful in here.
Thank you.
We're standing in front of the Oasis Spa. What do I find behind me here?
Once you go into the Oasis Spa, you have Russian manicure, you have hair, you have acupuncture, you have massages, you have sound healing.
And who is this for?
Anybody's really welcome here, whether you have kids, whether you are a single mom, whether you are an older person, everything here adapts to your needs.
Great, and I know there's more than just a spa. There's plenty to see down this way. What do you say we get a bit of a tour?
Yeah, of course, let's go.
Let's go, let's do it. Come on. Gabby, where are we now?
We are now currently at the weight room.
And what else can you find here besides the weights?
So obviously, like, we have this weight room over here, and then we have our circuit room right next door. So
Okay.
whenever people are working out over here, they can also work out in there as long as there's not a class. But people like to alternate between like all the machines that we have. We have very high-end quality machines, so people just feel a little bit more exclusive when they come over here.
When it comes to fitness, what else do you offer besides this wonderful space to work out?
We offer a very big variety of classes. So we have Pilates, hot Pilates, we have yoga, hot yoga, we have circuit classes, spinning classes, hybrid classes, aerial yoga as well, Zumba.
Yeah.
You mentioned it, we have it.
That's wonderful. So there's a lot of different options for everybody that comes here to
Yes.
be able to get the fitness that they're looking for.
Of course.
And I think I see a room for the kids over there.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Every time that the moms want to come over here, they get an hour for one of our advisors to watch their kids so they can actually enjoy their class like stress-free.
All right, so you can come
Yeah.
by, you can go to the spa, you can get your hair done, nails done, or you can work out any way that you want, take a class, use the free weights. Kids can hang out over here. Am I missing anything?
The recovery room.
The recovery room, where's
Yeah.
that?
Over there.
Right back there?
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, Gabby, this is a cool looking room.
Thank you. This is our BioCell room.
And what happens here?
Basically, it's a little bit of a recovery center. So after you spend your entire day at Oasis Fit, you go work out, you can come in here and then just recover.
So what are some of the pieces of equipment I see around us?
So we basically have over there, we have the Vasper, which is cold compression, high interval training. Then we have the ARX, which helps you find your maximum strength within 7 minutes. We have our pulse machine, which helps you recuperate from pain or just like literally just feel better. And then we have our oxygen chambers over here, which are absolutely amazing. Infrared sauna over here, and then we also have our cryotherapy.
So you have a little bit of everything. And if people want to find out more about what you're doing or see what you have coming, how can they?
You can visit us online. That's probably the best way possible. Our Instagram, our website, and then also on MindBody.
Excellent. Well, if you were watching SoFlo Health last week, then you saw me in here. So there's plenty more to experience and see, but hopefully we gave you a little bit of a taste here today, and we'll continue to do so throughout the show. Gabby, thanks so much for having us in.
Always.
Great.
Thank you.
We are back at Beyond Bancard Field at NSU, and I'm joined again by Tommy. Last time we were here, we learned about Fort Lauderdale United, the soccer team that is a professional women's soccer team that plays right here. It's brand new. So Tommy, thanks for having us on the field again.
Thanks for coming back out.
Tommy, what can we expect at a game?
The highest level of women's professional soccer, a really fun atmosphere at our stadium at Beyond Bancard Field. very convenient to where the stadium is located. A club inside the stadium to outdoor concessions. Affordable family fun is kind of like my vision of this operation.
And it's an intimate setting, although it's 7,000 seats.
Approximately 7,000 seats.
But at the same time, it feels like every seat is like right here on the field. Like we were literally on the field before.
Yeah, that's kind of the way we designed the stadium, where it's where you're really close up into the environment. You can literally hear the players talking. You're right on the field. I mean, on the other side of the field, you can walk on the field. I mean, even in these seats on the east side, I mean, you're 15 feet away from the field. And
you also do some other things to support women's sports in the community. Tell us about that.
So we have a free youth juniors clinic. So from ages 2 to 9, every Saturday at our training facility, we have a free clinic for the kids. The players, from time to time come out and participate in that also. And we also have a youth volleyball program that we run at our training facility, at the gymnasium at our training facility.
Yeah, in fact, earlier I got to talk to Cosette about how she got into all of this. So let's take a second and listen into that.
Sounds good.
Cosette, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. What do you do?
I'm a goalkeeper for Fort Lauderdale United.
And how did that come to be? This is a brand new team.
Yeah, I actually was overseas for a while, and I just felt like it was the right time to come home. And Florida is close to Atlanta, Georgia, so I was like, maybe I'll come to South Florida.
Awesome. And what's your experience been like so far with the new team?
Yeah, it's been great. All the girls are amazing. The staff really care about us, and our facilities are pretty top notch, so happy about that.
And what are your schedules like? Are you guys practicing all the time? Tell me about that.
Yeah, we practice pretty much every day, and our games are on the weekends, either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
What's the energy like out here on game night?
Well, it's kind of, there's a club up here, so everyone's like getting nice and getting some drinks and having nice music and just like enjoying the time, I think it's obviously for us, it's our job. We come out to, perform and do our best, but it's a really nice atmosphere and everyone has a good time.
What would you say to little girls out there looking to do the same thing?
I mean, honestly, just have fun with it. I think it becomes a job, but you don't want it to actually feel just like a job. It needs to be like your hobby, You have to come out and want to have fun every day and work your hardest and not only do it for yourself, but for your teammates.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us before we let you go?
Come support us. We would love to have you. It's a great place to be, and we work hard, and we just want to make South Florida proud.
Cosette's great.
Yeah, Cosette's great. I mean, she's our top goalie. She's played all over the world, a very successful player. She's a great individual.
Yeah, she's got a great attitude. She seems excited to be a part of this team. Why wouldn't you want to be here?
Definitely.
And why wouldn't you want to be here? In fact, last time when we were here, there was a game that night.
Yeah.
When's the next game you guys have?
Next game is Saturday, December 14th.
Okay.
We play the Carolina Ascent at 7:30 at Beyond Bancard Field.
All right. And if people want to find out more about how they can get tickets and things like that, how can they?
Let's go to ftlutd.com.
Great. Is that also where we can find out about the clinics?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Tommy, thanks so much for putting all of this together. I'm sure the players are excited and thankful as well, so we really appreciate you putting this all together for us.
Thank you for coming out, and look forward to having you out at the game.
Great. Thanks so much.
Should you go to the emergency room or to urgent care? The answer when SoFlo Health returns.
Would a $500 Goya Seasonings Greetings gift card improve your financial health? It may be just what the doctor ordered. Go to local10.com/contests to register. The Goya's Seasonings Greetings ends January 3rd, 2025, so enter today. Go to local10.com/contests for your chance to win Goya's Seasonings Greetings $500 gift card giveaway. Because if it's Goya, it has to be good. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. We're still at Oasis Fit in Hollandale, and all around me is the circuit room. They have power racks. They've got all different types of equipment, including
power plates, Swiss balls, Bosu balls, benches, treadmills, trampolines, rowers. They've got step-ups, and this room turns into anything. It can be classes throughout the day, or if you find it like we are right now, you can just get a workout in however you prefer to. And we like to see that here on SoFlo Health, so keep watching. I'm inside the Collab, part of Thesis Hotel, and it's a modern American cuisine that has Mediterranean and Asian influences. And that's a fancy way of saying that I'm here to see Chef Nico to showcase that cuisine and get some tips on how you can make your healthier food taste even better. This is the library, which looks great, but we're about to head over to the kitchen and then the dining room, so follow me. This is Chef Nico here at the Collab. Chef, thanks for having us in today.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Well, this looks like some fresh, tasty ingredients in front of us.
Yes.
What are you making?
So we're gonna do a salmon sashimi, and we're gonna do a nice citrus dressing with blood orange and yuzu and lemon. We're gonna finish with apple chutney.
All right, well, let's get into it and we'll talk more about it as we go along.
First, we're gonna slice our salmon.
Wow, some good looking salmon.
So now we're gonna wrap the salmon around what we call nashi pear or Asian pear. Now we're gonna put the blood orange dressing over it. We're gonna add the apple chutney on top, a little bit of cucumbers, and a couple segments of blood orange.
So you've got some crunch, you got some acidity, some sweetness, you got the fish that's the star.
Yeah, it's like everything basically that you need. And there we go, we have it.
Look at that, a beautiful shareable dish. I see some leek. Chef, what's
Yes,
next?
it's the roasted leek. Back home, like my great-grandfather used to make, we do like a leek, roasted leek salad. I kind of try to take that on, but just try to take it to another level. So we put it in the wood oven over there for about 15 to 20 minutes until it gets completely dark. And when you think, wow, this guy can cook, everything is burned. No, it's not, you know. So we're gonna open it.
Oh, look at that.
Now inside, you got the good stuff inside. And then we're gonna serve that with so it's Kalamata olive and sun-dried tomato vinaigrette. So there's a little bit of Greek olive oil, a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of oregano, and then just to bring in a little bit of my Asian background, we're gonna do a miso aioli, just to bring a little bit of creaminess, not too much.
Beautiful.
And there we have it.
One more dish to prepare before we head to the table. Chef, what do we have?
So here we're gonna have roasted beets and carrots, heirloom carrots, red beets. We have a little bit of a non-fat Greek yogurt.
Okay.
There's a little bit of tahini, dill, lemon juice, and then we're gonna finish everything with a nice pine nut gremolata. And there we have it.
There we go. All right, well, let's take a look at this. Chef, what do you say I go meet you at the table and we'll taste and we'll talk?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, great.
Yep.
See you over there. I hope you never have to come here, but today we are at Mount Sinai Medical Center, their emergency department, to speak with Dr. Sigler, because the fact is there may be a time in your life where you do have to go to the emergency room. So it's a good idea to know when you should go and why. So let's meet Dr. Sigler. Doctor, when it comes to the emergency room itself, and people are on the fence of whether or not they should go, what's the determining factor whether they should go to the emergency room or an urgent care?
The most important thing is, if you're not sure, or you're not have an idea where to go, you will never go wrong going into the emergency department.
You'll get people stable from whatever they have and send them in the right direction.
Yes, 100%.
What makes the emergency room more equipped than, say, something like an urgent care?
Emergency rooms are staffed by board-certified emergency physicians. Sometimes urgent cares can have different specialties, family medicine, internal medicine, and sometimes even board-certified physicians, but it could be, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Whereas everyone here is fully equipped for pretty much anything that comes.
Yes, emergency certified. ERs are open 24 hours. Urgent cares are open, 6-7 days a week, but on the evening hours they close.
Right.
So that's something important to know.
In an emergency situation, God forbid, and somebody has one and does need to go to the emergency room, is there anything that they can do ahead of time before they arrive to be extra prepared or to make the process smoother?
So it's important if they're gonna, let's say they take medications at home for different ailments, they should bring them with them. That makes it much easier for the doctor to either give them something right away or to see if there's any interaction with something that they're going to be given.
Is it also important to bring along somebody else that can communicate on your behalf or their behalf in a case that they're going through something that maybe can't communicate as well themselves?
Most definitely. It's always good to have a family member for support. And in the event that someone that comes in does not have a family member or a translator, we have translator services if there's a language barrier. We also have sign language, so none of that should be a problem.
And in your experience, what sets apart Mount Sinai from others?
So Mount Sinai is staffed by board-certified emergency physicians in the emergency department. 3 emergency departments currently. One is the main campus in Miami Beach. We have one in Aventura. We have this one in Hialeah, and we're expanding our reach to the community.
Great.
So hopefully, next year in Westchester, we're going to have another emergency department.
And if people would like to find out more about Mount Sinai's emergency services, how can they?
So you could reach our website. You could call the number below, and hopefully you never need us. But in the event that you do, then you can reach one of our 3 locations. And just remember, we're here for you.
Doctor, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you.
You got it. More healthy goodness from the collab after the break on SoFlo Health. If you've been looking for a place to work out in Hollandale, this just might be it. We're at Oasis Fit. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. We're inside of the spin studio, and this is just one of the many places that they have for you to enjoy when it comes to wellness. You can work out, you can recover, you can even get your nails and hair done, or go to the spa. And if you've missed all of that and you're saying, what are you talking about? Well, you should have been watching SoFlo Health earlier, but you can catch up on that and any other episode you may have missed on SoFloShows.com. But for now, keep watching this one, and I'll see you after this. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. This is Nico. He's the executive chef of the collab where we are right now. So, Nico, what do you think I should start with?
Let's start with the sashimi.
The sashimi?
To kind of open your palate with the citrus.
I'm gonna scoop one up here.
I know you mentioned earlier you love citrus, so hopefully
I do love citrus. That's my
meets your
favorite.
expectation.
Oh, yeah. That is so good. I think I'm gonna finish up with the leek here because you said it's your favorite. I gotta give it a shot.
You're gonna need your knife for that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the whole one here and cut it over here.
Nice. I'm kind of excited to see what you think about that.
No,
one.
I'm excited to taste it. Wow. That's actually my favorite. And my favorite way to eat vegetables, which is prepared by a world-class chef. So thank you so much for all of this. It's very, very good and a fun way to be able to eat some healthy food that's also delicious.
The collab is what you see here, shareable dishes, very different flavor, and walk out of here and you feel like good about yourself.
Well, I feel great. So thank you so much. If
welcome.
people would like to find out more about the collab, how can they?
You can find out online on the thesis website.
Chef, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Thank you.
I'm at Beyond Billiards in Davie, and today I'm going to learn to be a better billiards player with Tony here. Tony is a pro. Tony, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Where should we start?
First, let's start off with the stance. So you want to line up your body with the shot and make sure that you keep your body perfectly still. Let's assume that I have a shot here in the side pocket. Instead of approaching the shot from the side like most people do, you want to create a direct line from back here and make sure that you line up that cue stick to the intended aim point on the object ball. And make sure that if you're right-handed, your right foot is underneath the cue stick. Now, my hand placement, which is what we call the bridge hand, the fingertips should be no more than 4 to 5 inches away from the cue ball. What you're doing is correct. Your right foot is underneath the cue stick, and your left foot is at about a 45-degree angle from the cue stick. That's what you want to do, because that's what will give you the best chance of keeping your head directly above the stick.
What do I do with my hands?
I'm going to teach you what we call an open hand bridge. Let me have you make a fist. Plant it firmly on the table, nice and flat. Take your thumb and you're going to attach it to your knuckle as high as possible. Done correctly, you're going to see the letter V. This is what we're looking for, the letter V right there. Your hand should be in a straight line with the rest of your arm from the elbow down. While maintaining the knuckles up in the air, you simply spread the fingers out like that. Perfect, that's it right there. That's a professional bridge. The cue ball is lined up, the cue stick is lined up to hit the center, right where the equator of the cue ball is, right? If you would want to hit the cue ball higher, all you need to do is move your fingers in a bit. And if you wanted to hit it lower, you just spread them out a little more.
A lot of people, and myself included, we're doing until now is raising or lowering their elbow, which
correct.
is then changing their shot every time.
The only part of your body moves is the arm from the elbow down. The beautiful thing about mastering the fundamentals is that by mastering the fundamentals, you're limiting the amount of possibilities of missing a shot on a pool table to one reason and one reason only, incorrect aiming. This is a technique that I learned when I was just 13 years old, and I still use it to this day.
Okay.
When this cue ball is struck and meets the object ball, both the cue ball and the object ball must point in a straight line to the pocket in order for the ball to go in. What I used to do is use what we call the ghost ball technique of aiming. Place this ball here, and this ball represents where the cue ball is going to end up hitting the ball.
Now, when it comes to the stroke, what do we need to know?
The worst thing that you can do when you're stroking the ball is stop this cue stick mid-stroke.
So it's like follow through in golf?
That's correct.
Got it. So we've set up a side pocket shot here because that's one of the most common ones that everybody thinks that they have and probably have the right idea on, but are
correct.
missing on executing.
You're going to line up the center of the cue ball to the center of that ghost ball, which is the orange ball.
Okay.
The orange ball represents the ghost ball. And then making sure that when you get down, you extend that line, this line right here, from here to there, extend it from the center of the cue ball to the center of the object ball. Now, when you're ready to shoot, you let me know so that I will remove this so that it will literally become a ghost ball that the cue ball will then replace.
I'm ready.
Excellent.
Look at me.
Excellent. Excellent.
Very exciting. Thank you so much. I've certainly learned a lot. I'm glad that I was even able to execute. Tony, thank you so much. Is there anything else you think I should learn?
I have a challenge for you. It's a shot that I would like to set up that I'm pretty confident you're going to make.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, I would say that those were some helpful tips. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie at Oasis Fit, and we're wrapping up today's episode. And I figured I'd show you a good way to get in rows besides maybe the more traditional way. I actually like to do them chest supported with a little bit lighter weight and really focus on slow and controlled motion. Now, typically, you've probably seen this same movement like this, and that's totally fine if that's what you prefer, but I figured I'd give you a little tip on the way out of our day here at Oasis Fit. Thanks so much for watching, and we'd like for you to check in with SoFlo Home Project host and design expert Elena Capron. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Hey, Elena, what's going on later today on SoFlo Home Project?
Hi, Hunter. So today we are sharing ways on how to deck the walls of your home. Later today on SoFlo Home Project, we have expert advice on how you could tackle those blank walls in your home.
Thanks, Elena. We'll be watching. Now, here's what's on the next SoFlo Health. We'll check out this facial bar that's added spa treatments for your head to keep your hair healthy and feeling great. As always, if you'd like to catch up on previous episodes of SoFlo Health, you can do so on SoFloShows.com. You can also follow us to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. Until next week, it's goodbye and good health.